What's up, guys? It's Ivan Barnes here, and today's video is how to ride the backcountry in Alaska. Let's go. All right, guys, so obviously I didn't just teleport up here to the middle of the Chugach Mountains. Let's bring it back to California, where I was packing up for this epic trip. Before any snowboard trip, you gotta pack the proper gear. All right, guys, it's always a good idea to get organized ahead of time. I've got everything in here in the snowboard bag here in terms of like boots, 2 boards. I have the split board down below. I've got my snowboard. Got the bindings for the split board. Got a couple poles here that are going in. Got my day pack over here. This will be my carry-on for the plane. Got the gloves, plenty of warm socks, and bibs, and a few jacket layers here. And oh, I don't want to forget the long johns, you know, the thermals, keeping me warm. Yeah, a few beanies, and then a sun hat in case we have sun. All right, let's get it packed up. All right, guys, here's a look at the Wheelie gig bag from Burton. This is the 166 size, shark gray, and it's all loaded up. As you can see, nice wheels, nice soft skateboard wheels on this thing. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's got the handle right here and the wheels in the back, but yeah, pretty stoked on it. Couple nice features here on the top. It's got these awesome buckles, you know, just to help. Big zippers right here. It's like quality. Nice little compartment right here on the outside. I've got my hydro in there, but yeah, perfect spot for a little magazine too. Something like that. Let's go. All right, hit the airport bright and early in Los Angeles, checked the bags, flew up to Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, caught another plane from there up to Alaska. Oh man, it was so beautiful. I was so stoked to be flying back to my hometown, Anchorage, AK. My boy Andre Spinelli picked me and Will up at the airport, and we wasted no time. We knew we had a long drive ahead of us, so we got out of Anchorage. We had to stop in Eagle River, pick up Dre's motorhome, and had to give that a jump. And from there, it was out on the Glen Highway, a good solid 5-hour drive out to Thompson Pass. You know, it took us into the night. The goal was just to get as close to Thompson Pass as we could, because we had a helicopter waiting for us the next morning, or at least we hoped we did. Earlier that day in Seattle, I just did a quick Google search and then sent a text message to Valdez Heli Ski Guides, and was like, hey, can we get in a helicopter tomorrow? And the reply was yes, so we had our mission. So we drove deep into the night until we got about 10 to 15 miles out from where the helicopter outfit was located, and then woke up in the morning, saw some bluebird skies, pulled up to the Santa Lodge, went inside, checked in, and sure enough, you know, it was like, all right, let's get you guys through your safety briefing and on a helicopter. So avalanches are something that's real out there in the backcountry, so you have to know how to operate a peep with a probe and a shovel in case you've got to dig the guides out or some of your friends. But got through that and we were jamming. Time to go get it. Up until this point, all the backcountry riding I've done has all just been hiking, you know, post-holing my way to the top of these peaks. So to be transported with a helicopter to the top of these peaks with just like virgin white powder was insane. It was such an awesome experience. Oh yeah. I couldn't believe that I was up there on top of these mountains with my boys, man. It was so amazing. To the L to the A to the SKA. Alaska, Alaska. A to the L to the A to the SKA. Alaska, Alaska. A to the L to the A to the SKA. Alaska. A to the L to the A to the SKA. A to the K. No, not the gun. I'm talking about Alaska, homie. That's where I'm from. So I gotta represent. Well, I'm just a snow camel, strapped to way more ammo than your average G.I. Joe. To get happy busting clothes while I'm coming from the cold. A story to be told. 8 stars of gold on a field of blue. Drop Alaska's flag, and I always stay true. What I am. Damn, I love this land they call the last frontier. You want the pure life, man? Well, you can find that here. You want to see some pretty... So if you've never been heli-boarding or heli-skiing before, it's pretty sweet. The Valdez Heli Ski Guides are a tight outfit. Like, the end of every run, when we got down to a spot, the helicopter was pretty much waiting for us, or it would be there like within a couple minutes to take us back up for another run. So like I said earlier, we had 6 total runs. We paused for a second, had lunch during the day out there, and it was just killer. We were just so stoked the whole time. I mean, it's hard to imagine how this day really could have gotten any better, even though the guides were like, man, I don't feel like you're getting our best product. It was a little late in the season, so it wasn't like the champagne virgin fluff pow. That would have been sick. I could imagine that actually being a little bit better. But I mean, we were just thrilled to be out there taking runs on terrain that we'd never seen before, never imagined. It's just riding the backcountry is insane, man. It's just one of the most beautiful and amazing experiences you could do in your life. So yeah, get after it. So after a full day of snowboarding, we went back to the St. Lodge, had a couple beers, jumped in the motorhome, drove down to Thompson Pass, found a great place to park the motorhome out there, enjoy a killer view, enjoying the alpenglow. Definitely gets cold overnight, but went back in the motorhome, cooked up some steak burritos that Andre hooked up. They were delicious. And then did a little bit of partying before it was lights out and resting up for our next big day of some splitboard action. We enjoyed our coffee and our breakfast, and then it was time to get busy. Another great option for getting in the backcountry are using splitboards. These are skins that are on top of the boards that are going to enable us to climb up these peaks. So climbing up mountains with a splitboard and skins, it's pretty sweet because you don't have to carry your snowboard on your back. You don't sink in areas where there's loose snow. So all around, it's just a great development. I did have a little gear malfunction though. One of the hiking clips popped out, so I had to backtrack, and luckily I was able to find it in the snow and put it back into the bindings to enable me to continue on with that feature. My legs were cramping up pretty bad that first day, but yeah, Andre bagged the peak, but then we just turned around and rode on out. It's pretty sweet. I mean, just look at this. When you're riding the backcountry, it's just you out there. It's you, the mountains, the sun, the sky, and the snow. I mean, does it get much better than this? I don't know. If it does, you tell me. But having fun in nature like this, it's the bomb, man. You got to get out there and try this. If this is calling you at all, like, I highly recommend getting out and attempting to ride the backcountry. Woo! So Andre and Will decided to do another run that night. Me, no, I was like, nah, my legs have had enough. So I drove into Valdez to go drink some coconut water and get some more supplies for the rest of our trip. Meanwhile, back on the slopes, Andre and Will were exploring snow caves. They found a killer one and then decided to contribute a little how-to tutorial of their own.
One of the more important things when you're backcountry skiing in Alaska is finding a good spot to enjoy the sunset and drink a beer. A lot of times we're looking for a big rock to sit on with good views, like this one here. Yee-haw!
All right, so this has been our home here. We're day 3 here in the Turnagain Pass. Get a nice spot, get a nice base camp so that you're close to the goods. You know, one big tip when you're getting out there in the backcountry and you're there, you can expect equipment failures. So my friend Andre here is going to show you a little kit that he always brings. See it, Dre.
So we keep it right in here tucked inside the shovel. And
what do we got in there?
there's just a little random assortment. I mean, everybody needs a Swiss Army knife. This one's a special snowboarder specific Swiss Army knife.
Fancy.
Got some cord.
Excellent.
Couple zip ties.
Zip ties.
Lighter.
Lighter.
420. And a couple multi-tools. This is a little overboard. I got the spark and the kind tool, but
Excellent.
it's all good stuff to have.
Got to be prepared out there. Whew. Oh yeah. Get a good workout out here, that's for sure. Don't need to go to the gym when you're doing this. Well, sometimes it's too steep even for the skins. At this point, you can just unclick and hike on up in the boots. It's a beautiful thing coming up a slope and seeing the peak. Almost at the peak here. It's called Girl Mountain. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get up there. I got this cornice right here. Aspect looks really steep too. Well, before we did our final ascent, we popped off the split board, scraped off the snow, and then clipped it back together into a snowboard, climbed up this final peak, and enjoyed a nice cold brew on the top before we dropped in and had a killer run out. This last run was so sweet. Definitely the best, leaving us with like such a stoked feeling. It was amazing.
The name is R.E.I. from the land of snow. It's cold in Alaska, but I'm good at G.O. With a hot flow, I shimmer like the northern lights in the middle of the night when I ignite the mic and get it spark, keep it blazing. The level's always raising, abilities, skills, props, respect, and the dollar bills. And I'm in it for the love, no, not the thrill.
So after 3 days of riding down in Valdez, I convinced Andre and Will to jump in the motorhome and make a trip down to Girdwood, Alaska, so we could go hit Alaskan. And plus, a band was playing down at the Sit Smart Lounge. Popular Hawaiian reggae band that's local to Anchorage, Alaska, called H3 was playing. So they jammed out. We had a great time, and then we were able to wake up the next morning and ride Alaskan. This is the mountain that I grew up on, so it's always special for me to get back and have the opportunity to ride Alaskan again. It never disappoints. The day started out sunny, but then the clouds moved in and it actually started snowing on us, which was just a blessing. Loved it, man. Thank you so much. Hey, well, when we started the day, it was nice and sunny out here, but as you can see, the weather can change quickly up here. From there, it was time to hightail it back to Anchorage, catch a red-eye flight back down to LA. Ooh, unfortunately, we had a blowout in one of the seams of the Burton bag, so I took it back to the Burton shop, got my money back. I'm gonna keep shopping around. It was a great bag, but a blowout like that on the first trip, ooh, that was a little bit disappointing. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of today's video, how to ride the backcountry. I hope my backcountry snowboarding adventure inspires you to get out there in the wild outdoors and start your next adventure. Have fun, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you've got any questions on the video or you've got a topic for an upcoming video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.